What your critics are saying, Mr. Keyamo, just in a moment, that you are hiding under the sufferings of Nigerians, claiming that you love Nigerians and fighting this policy for your own gains and benefits.
We can get money to our agents without moving money around. I just want to let you know that it has not affected APC in any way. We are winning. I'm not saying this out of arrogance. We will win. Fair and square. We will win. We will not. It is not a problem to us. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you. Can I explain this to Nigerians?
How do you then tell Nigerians?
What you needed money for in those days is to bribe law enforcement agencies during the time of PDP. And that is what is in their head. That is why you can see them reacting this way. They think it is money they used to win election. The PDP has no other method to win election but crooked means. Over the years, they've conducted the worst elections in the history of this country, especially the 2007 election that the Obasanjo declared to be do or die. As different from this president. So they have no other means to win election. It's the most crooked set of people I've ever seen in my life. So
my country people, e don read though. Keyamo don come out today. He say PDP, wetin dem know, una dey understand the story where they go us every time. He say this money where Bubu just talk say make na only 200 naira and 100 naira na go dey circulate dey go 1,500 no go circulate again. He say they don get the money already. They no need to circulate money. They know how to do money every corner. When this channel TV journalist dey hit am, Keyamo, for you to answer the question, you go dey dodge the question, dey answer his own. When the journalist for channel TV come answer reach stage say he don hear reach that place say na your own benefit na he dey fight for, no be for Nigeria own na he dey fight for. Keyamo say that will not be true, say he dey fight for Nigeria. Now he come ask us, okay, how you come dey fight for Nigeria? Now he go add a come full ground, my country people. Me na come here to read because this story long small. I no make una take on a time. Me na listen. Me na leave on a comment. He say all the wahala, the talk. When Keyamo the other talk for A to Z, say na then na he go win this one. They don't see already. How Keyamo tell no? Say na they will win. Because this journalist for Channel TV, they ask us say, okay, if or not they buy, give money for under, they give people. How you tell no say na you go win? He say na mind na he dey because PDP first do it before na make and dey people mind. Then they know they do this kind of wahala. My country people na believe that one. I know they there but I just dey talk my because this one is sweet well. Me na listen, me na leave on a comment. Make this video for reach many people hand say Keyamo don bring Tinubu leg, the draw and the comment, because we know say we dey see for inside video every time when they use bag, they give money, envelope, they give money for every corner. Or they see an abi where Keyamo got the life for our eye now. Now this one I make me bring this video. Come see my people. Now me they talk every time. Anytime see Oga Tinubu matter, and they come and carry my people. Me I see again. They don't start. And I know say that next week, my country people, now this election don't reach ground. So who knows a bit vote. Think twice before you vote. If you vote the person way not good, you and the other person, all of us, we dey inside this place. Now here I talk rich. Me now watch this video.
Because they are using it to play politics and they think it's going to affect the elections one way or the other. But I'll tell you that the APC governors, and that's the kind of thing we promote within the APC, the freedom to challenge anything that you feel is unconstitutional, and the president has always welcomed it. This is not the first time the APC governors are taking the president to court. It's not.
Let's get your legal perspective.
Yes.
Did the president violate the order of the Supreme Court?
Well, first of all, I'll tell you that my loyalty, ultimate loyalty, lies in my profession. As a member of the INABA, I was first of all a senior advocate before I was headhunted to serve in public office. So my primary loyalty is to my profession. So at every point in time, because of posterity, I must speak the truth. I must, because the law does not change. It remains forever. Secondly, I've also vowed as a member of cabinet and also a senior advocate to uphold and defend the tenets of our Constitution at all times. Those are my primary loyalties to the Constitution. So at every point in time, I must express my views. There's also nothing I'll let you know that. It's only a parliamentary system that runs collective responsibility. Our presidential system does not run collective responsibility where every member of government is expected to defend every single policy, especially when it does not come to cabinet. This decision was not a cabinet decision. If it were a cabinet decision, I'm bound by the decision of cabinet. But it was not a cabinet decision of which I am part of. So these two places I belong to, and very few people belong to there, those two elite clubs. I'm a member of cabinet, I'm also a member of the Inaba. It's only 4 of us in this country that belong to those two, and I am bound to uphold, the tenets of each of these. But so let me tell you this. My view is that the president acted honestly without intention to slight the Supreme Court, but he may have acted on wrong advice. I did not give that advice. It's not my responsibility. I don't know who gave that advice. So I want to say this openly, and because by tomorrow, people will ask me where I stood at this time. So I think the president did not, because in his speech, he acknowledged that there were certain matters in court. So he thought he was playing safe by saying, okay, whilst before you decide these matters in court, may I just provide some middle ground so that country is burning, there are riots everywhere, so let me just try and provide some succor to the people, whilst acknowledging the matters are in court. Now, if I were to advise him, I would have advised differently. I did not advise him. It's not my responsibility. I don't know who.
What would you have advised him?
To comply strictly with the terms of the order of the Supreme Court.
And which is?
All the notes should circulate for now. All the notes. All the old notes circulate side by side with the new notes for now, because that is the order of the Supreme Court. And by virtue of our Constitution, all authorities in Nigeria, all, must obey the orders of the Supreme Court. Anything to the contrary is a descent to anarchy. And let me tell you, the day we begin to disobey the order of the Supreme Court, that is an invitation to intervention. To revolutionary intervention, or other kind of intervention in our democracy, because the judiciary and the Supreme Court is the last bastion to defend our democracy. So I will not sit down here as a member of the Inaba and desecrate the Supreme Court. I've heard all kinds of arguments. Some people were here yesterday desecrating the Supreme Court, those who are supposedly lawyers. They were casting aspersions on the justices of the Supreme Court. And I want to sit down here and deprecate that in the strongest terms. People who think they are holier than thou, who think, and they say, and what did they say? They said we are angry. This is a time to say the truth. What is the truth? The truth is only your opinion. You can't come here and say you are angry at what? These are people who were part of the PDP, who were flushed out by Nigerians in 2015. So what are you angry about? That Nigerians flushed you out? Is our democracy, government of anger by anger or by anger? What's the meaning of anger? Say, I'm angry. Anger is only your opinion. Your anger is only your opinion. We have all agreed, Shehu, we have all agreed to abide by the Constitution as a nation so that we cannot descend into animalistic behavior. And so by so doing, let me finish. By so doing, we have decided that at every point in time we want to change the government, we'll go to the polls and then cast our votes quietly and peacefully. And whatever results are announced and it is free and fair, we accept the outcome. If you disagree, you go to court. And that is why the courts are there to intervene in electoral matters. Now, somebody sits down yesterday, and because in a particular case, he says the Supreme Court did not give the judgment he expects or their camp expects. These are PDP members coming here to pretend as if they are holier than thou. And he was belly aching over the emo judgment of the Supreme Court. Look, Shehu, did we bellyache over the Zamfara judgment? Where we won convincingly from head to toe. I mean, from governor to the House of Assembly. And the Supreme Court dethroned everybody. We won by more than 400,000 votes in Zamfara. Did you see us bellyache? We played proper politics and Zamfara is back to APC. That's what they should do. Did you see us bellyache when Bayelsa State, that had never been under the control of opposition party, we won convincingly on the field. A debt was swearing in. The Supreme Court removed our governor, not by any fault of his, but because of certain discrepancy in his deputy. He didn't commit any offense. Did we bellyache? We took it in good faith. What happened in Rivers State? In Rivers State, the Supreme Court said up to down, nobody should contest in 2019. We never fielded a candidate. The Supreme Court disenfranchised totally all the APC members. Did we bellyache? We took it in good faith. And you come here and you abuse the Supreme Court over one emo judgment? And these are the people who want to rule Nigeria, who have no regard for rule of law in the Supreme Court, and so you are angry? Go and take your anger to the polls. Don't come here and rant. And then you come and pour invectives on one of the government. Imagine telling the public that El Rufai he speaks from two sides of the mouth. That kind of language on air yesterday. How dare we entertain such characters in Nigeria? I will not take it. Led by Asiwaju. Asiwaju has always been, but not him in this case, okay? But he has always been at the forefront of wanting to assert the independence of the states, of the subnational. He has always been at the forefront of it. And so the APC governments and the governors, they are, in the first place, they have a duty to ensure there is peace and order within their states. Doing now, the people are now beginning to see that these people, especially the PDP leaders, they are wicked, they are callous, they are heartless, they are cold when it comes to the pursuit of power. They don't mind destroying the entire Nigeria. They don't mind destroying the lives of citizens so long as they come back to power. No empathy, no sympathy, nothing, no compassion for Nigerians at all. That is what I'm telling you. Let me finish. Hold on now. Let me finish. Because you're not quite You are disturbing my flow.
I'm not disturbing your flow.
I'm asking you the question. Let me tell you, sir. Because I'm hitting them hard now. Allow me to hit them hard.
Just hold on. Now, who are you defending? Now, the APC or Nigerians?
So let me finish my thought. I will answer that one. Let me finish this one first. So what they are now doing, so you can now say Nigerians now saw them for who they are. So at the end of the day, Shehu, what they intended to affect Asiwaju has totally boomeranged and affected them. Let me tell you, this is God's design for Asiwaju's victory to be legitimate, to be internationally accepted, because now everybody knows that Asiwaju has no official backup, no government support. He's relying basically on the strength and power of Nigerians, of the masses to vote him in. Now everybody has acknowledged it, because even PDP, they are laughing at him. Oh, the government is not supporting you here and there. You know, so now I think this is designed to give Asiwaju the most legitimate victory we have had in this country since 1960. I'm coming to your question.
You need to, because you don't have all the time in the world, and this is broadcast time, and it's very expensive.
Yes.
Let me ask you, how do you react to the allegations by political party opponents who say many governors have stashed away old notes in their billions and are therefore badly affected by this policy?
This is just the lie from the pit of hell. Nobody has touched any notes, and nobody wants to buy votes.
Why are you so
sure?
Let
me tell you now why. Nobody wants to buy votes. How many votes are you going to buy? And it is just a lie. Let me tell you, the last 3 elections where they used beavers, APC won 1, lost 2. PDP won 1, lost 2. ABGA won 1, lost 2. As a ruling party, why didn't we win all when we bought votes? As a ruling party, why didn't PDP win all 2? It's just a lie. What they do, if you did philosophy 101 in school, that's what they call the fallacy of hasty generalization. That is the fallacy they commit. Sometimes you see in 1 or 2 polling units, people are attempting to give people money here and there, and then they use it to now blow it up and say, oh, everybody bought votes during the election. How many votes can you really buy off maybe 40 million Nigerians that will come?
Is that the reason why you think
it is just a lie? Let me tell you why.
That nobody is touching
Let me tell you why. But I'll give you an example. I'm assuming without conceding that you gave 3 months that you want to change currency. Okay? And I have so much money. You think I'll be stupid enough to keep the cash, not to go and deposit it in various accounts? You think I'll be stupid enough not to go and buy foreign currency to keep? You think I'll be stupid enough not to dispose of that cash and wait till the last day and begin problem? It's just a lie. Nobody wants to buy votes. The governors of the APC are genuinely concerned about the sufferings of Nigerians. That's all they are. They're concerned about. Let me tell you this, what are you buying votes for during the election? Because demographically, we are winning. We are clear ahead.
How do you?
And secondly, let me tell you this. Let me tell you this.
The election is not
let me
even
go
here
down.
yet.
Let me go down to the basics of election. And I think my brother Dogowa mentioned it some 2 days ago. You know, when he said there are legitimate funds approved by law. Don't forget that. For me to run the elections, I don't need to launder money. He said for him, for example, he needs 70 million as approved by law. As approved by law, we have about 5 billion approved by law. You know that. What do we need to launder money for? And let me address this issue of moving money during election day. INEC said now they need money to move during election day. When you tell people this and you deceive Nigerians, you are just being, I'm sorry, you are being economical with the truth to Nigerians. Every political party needs to move money around on election day, not bribing your voters. Let me tell you why. You have appointed agents across 177 polling units across the country. Listen to this. I want Nigerians to listen to this. They are telling them lies, including people who says they don't spend shishi. They are telling them lies. They move money around. Let me finish now. Let me just make this point. It has turned around against them. Now, why? Because Nigerians know that Asiwaju, as a person, and is entitled to do so, does not support this policy. And he has done so respectfully. He has brought out his own 6-point agenda. You know that? You read it. Asiwaju say for him, this is how he thinks. He has tried to solve the problem by his own suggestion.
Let me put.
My country people, wetin I think about this election, wetin I think about wetin Keyamo talk. I beg my country people, na beg I dey beg. Me na get na PVC. If you never get, me will not even come out that day, but that to come out. Me na just dey inside room. Who wan go vote that day? My country people, I beg. If you know say outside me when e no good, e no safe for you, better dey inside your house. Cause people who dey fight for, if the one we go win, they go dey inside office dey drink champagne. Who say e wan go make, say e know say road no good, e wan enter road that day? My country people, nobody send you, because they don't know who go win. Na God na we dey pray for. Say the person wey we dey think say na e better, make e enter there. And na if una watch my platform, I no dey support anybody. Make the best win. Make the person who go change our country. Anytime me and you dey waka dey go, we know they look our shoulder. Say our mama, our children, all of them they go save. Now only this one I get for this matter. My country people, I thank you. I want to take this video to the end. We turn our video not go dey fly like eagle everything, not go dey transfer, you know go dey walk every country to country, state to state, village to village. I thank you. Now we're gonna to follow us every time. My country people to go see for our next video. Me I remain blessed. One of you to share this video for me when I like this video. Make for reach many people and say see what Keyamo talk and the vote don't reach grant. Me not choose wise. So I salute the full house.